"You're outdated. We're done here," the CEO hissed. Glass table, boardroom lights, men who'd borrowed their confidence from my silence. I replied quietly, "Understood." That was the moment the retirement trust activated its voting rights. By Monday morning, the board convened an emergency meeting. Who just fired the person who owned 76% of the shares? I didn't smile. I never do at the moment of impact. I save that for later, when the noise dies and the truth settles. This confession starts earlier. It always does. The night she mocked me, the rain hadn't stopped. Sirens cut the dark like a warning I'd learned to obey. A friend lay bleeding on the asphalt after a hit and run. I pressed my jacket into his wounds, hands steady, voice calm, counting breaths like I'd been trained. She watched from the car. Later, in the apartment, she laughed, not loudly, worse, soft, dismissive. "You ruined your suit for him?" she said. "You always need to be the hero." I didn't answer. I cleaned the blood from my knuckles. I checked my phone until the hospital texted that he'd live. That night taught me something important. She measured worth by optics. I measured it by outcomes. We'd been together 4 years. I built stability. She curated appearances. I thought we balanced each other. I was wrong. Balance implies respect. She wore my future like an accessory. My restraint embarrassed her. My loyalty bored her. When I proposed, she said yes quickly, too quickly. The ring wasn't expensive. The trust was. The discovery wasn't dramatic. It never is. It was a comment she made at a dinner I didn't attend, a joke about how I played savior for strangers but couldn't keep up with the real game. The room laughed. Someone recorded it. Someone sent it to me, thinking I'd find it funny. I didn't feel anger. I felt alignment, pieces sliding into place. I reviewed timelines, her spending patterns, her sudden interest in corporate gossip, her habit of repeating phrases she didn't understand. She wasn't cheating with a man, she was cheating with leverage. My company's CEO, new, loud, ambitious, liked her. He liked what she suggested. He liked that she spoke as if she knew me better than I knew myself. "She says you're cautious," he told me once, smiling like it was advice. "We need bold." I nodded. I took notes. I let him think he was right. Pain is a teacher. Betrayal is a syllabus. I planned quietly. I moved assets into the retirement trust I'd established years earlier, the one no one paid attention to because it sounded boring. I amended its bylaws. I confirmed voting triggers. I documented everything. I installed nothing. I hacked nothing. I waited. She needed drama. I needed time. I watched her mock me again, this time in private. "You could have let him bleed," she said about my friend. "People respect winners, not martyrs." That's when I stopped sharing air with her words. The execution was surgical. First, I let the CEO overreach. Big promises, bigger numbers. I approved none of it. I let him announce it anyway. Then I stepped back. I let him fire me. He thought it was dominance. It was consent. When the trust's voting rights activated, the math spoke louder than I ever had. Emergency meeting, legal counsel sweating, the CEO's confidence evaporating in real time. I attended as a guest, calm, unemployed, majority owner. No gloating, just facts. He was removed by noon. The fallout reached her by evening. She called, voice shaking. Something had happened. Her world was collapsing. She needed help. She needed me. For a moment, I remembered the man on the asphalt, the blood, the breaths. Then I remembered her laughter. "I'm busy," I said. She begged. She accused. She tried softness, then rage. I said nothing more. I didn't cause her crisis. I simply declined to be her solution. The confrontation came days later, in my apartment. She stood where certainty used to live. Mascara streaked, power gone. "You ruined everything," she said. I corrected her. "You did." She asked why I didn't fight for us, why I didn't warn her, why I didn't save her. I looked at her carefully, like a final audit. "You taught me who you are," I said. I listened. She left without slamming the door. Even she knew noise wouldn't help. I still visit my friend. He walks with a limp now. We don't talk about that night much. We don't have to. Outcomes matter more than applause. The company stabilized. The board learned the value of silence. The trust remains boring and powerful. Sometimes I think about the moment I said understood. It wasn't surrender. It was timing. Revenge doesn't need cruelty. It needs clarity. I didn't rise because they fell. They fell because they underestimated the man who saves lives quietly and keeps receipts.